Okay, look, at this point, A$AP Rocky is intentionally mocking us with the release of Don't Be Dumb, his new album, because he just teased at it again very extensively. He talked about this a lot now, and he also gave a new interview where he talked about the record, and we don't have a release date yet. So today, I want to show you all the stuff that Rocky said and why it's really so ironic. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. You can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So we're still waiting for Don't Be Dumb, A$AP Rocky's new album. We've had numerous release dates dating all the way back to, well, August 31st last year, 2024. Obviously, that is over a year in the past. This rollout has been going on ever since 2022, ever since we heard about the name the first time. I mean, early 2023 at the Amazon Music performance he did, he also said that Don't Be Dumb is finished and that it would be coming soon. That is almost 3 years ago. This is actually crazy. I mean, I've been covering Don't Be Dumb, A$AP Rocky's new record, for a long time on this channel. It's really crazy to think about. Well, now he talked about it again. He has a new collection out with Puma, which is his fashion collaboration at this point. He did one in the past, and now he did one again. If you take a look at it, it looks cool. You can definitely cop some pieces from this collection. It's not like the fashion is bad, but it's one of these things again where you feel like everything is more important than the music. The fashion is again more important than the music. It doesn't feel like the music is his number one priority. And that is what a lot of people criticize, and rightfully so. Anyway, he dropped the new teaser for this new Puma collection, and in this almost 3-minute teaser, he teased Don't Be Dumb so many times it feels like it is actually a teaser for the record. Now, I cut out all the parts where he mentioned Don't Be Dumb in one way or another, so here is that compilation.
Hey Bart, he said how the new Puma drop looking? Yo, hey, don't be dumb.
And is there anything you'd like to say to the youth of this generation?
Don't be dumb.
What did I tell you guys?
Don't be dumb.
So you can tell that it really feels like this is about the record. This doesn't seem to be about the fashion, about the clothes. I mean, it's kind of what spans this entire thing. Also, the music that he plays in the background of the teaser, it feels like that is music that is supposed to be on Don't Be Dumb. So we'll have to wait and see whatever comes of this. If, this is kind of the first small step he's taking in combining the fashion with the music, whether that means that the music is coming soon, we just don't really know. But I mean, don't you agree? It's crazy how much he's teasing this, but how little he's giving us when it comes to actual info about the record. This is something that we've talked about quite a bunch in the past too. And it feels like at this point, nobody cares anymore. If you take a look at the comments underneath this video he posted, the majority of the people is saying, we don't care anymore. We just want the music. We don't care about these teasers. We don't care what you're doing, how you're trying to roll this out. We just want the music. And that feeling has been here for 1.5 years at this point. We said the same thing last August when he delayed the record again. To fall, then to the next year. Now this year is almost over. Anyway, I did tease a little interview that he gave because that is actually true. He talked a lot about fashion. This was an interview he gave for the magazine Numero. I guess I pronounced that right. My Spanish is correct. But in this interview, as I said, he talked a lot about the fashion. And then right at the end, after, they talked about frequent collaborators, they talked about how fatherhood influenced his fashion choices. It's actually an interesting interview. He talked about the movie, the Highest to Lowest movie. If you've seen that, please let me know. I haven't watched it yet, but I talked to some people that have, and they all really liked it. So let me know how you found that film. And at the end, they ask him the question, can your fans still expect the release of your album Don't Be Dumb in 2025? And this is a question that obviously implies, hey, Rocky, are you still dropping this year? And you would expect an answer from Rocky that's somewhere along the lines of, hey, sure, I can't give you an exact date, but it's dropping this year because I've let fans wait for 3 years now. Instead, what he answers is, to be honest, I don't want to talk about release dates anymore. I'd rather let the music speak for itself. One day you'll wake up and see what's coming up. I was a bit foolish giving dates last time. Today, I want to make it clear, you'll just have to wait and enjoy the record when it'll come out. What is this reply? He's not even answering the question whether Don't Be Dumb will be dropping in 2025. He's not giving us a date, which I can understand because he wouldn't do that in this random magazine article. He'd do that on his own with a trailer or with a single or with whatever. Talking about the singles, obviously that's a big part of it as well. None of the singles that he dropped performed as much or as well as he would have liked them to. That's a big part of this thing being delayed. But then he's saying, I don't want to talk about release dates. Look, translated to me, let me know if you agree, but translated to me, this means he's not dropping this year. That's kind of what he's saying in this paragraph of an answer. Let me know if you agree or you disagree, but that's kind of what it says to me. To me, it's pretty crystal clear that that's what he's saying. But then he goes on to say, one day you'll wake up and see what's coming. I'd rather let the music speak for itself. No shit, bro. That's what we've been saying all along. That's why we said, don't go on dropping these singles. Don't try to get a hit single ahead of your record. Just let the music speak for itself. It kind of feels like he's fooling around. He's mocking us with this. This is really what it feels like. Him saying he's not dropping this year. One day, we'll just wake up and see what's coming up. Yeah, that's how album releases work. That's how you announce a record. And then he says, I was a bit foolish giving dates last time. You had 2 years at this point to correct that foolishness. And you gave us a release date, August 31st, last summer, that then never came true. And then we had hints like it's an A$AP Rocky summer. You remember that Lord performance? That then never came. So it really feels like, he has to let the music speak for itself. But at this point, with this rollout, this delay in the rollout, I don't see a universe where he can honestly recover from this rollout. I think this new album will not do as well as he wants to and as I want to, because I love Rocky. He was honestly my favorite artist at a certain point in time. That changed a lot, but at one point I was really obsessed with him. So, I would love to see this new album do well, and a lot of fans would, but he's just really standing in his own way, and stuff like this really doesn't help. But let me know how you feel about it. I ranted a little bit here, but I guess that frustration is here with all of us, and we don't talk about it a lot anymore because we don't care. We don't care about the next little teaser for Don't Be Dumb. But sometimes when things pile up like they did now with this interview and the teaser for the Puma collection he did, we have to talk about it. But as I said, let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.